short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. A few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Yellow. Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Not that time for Watkins. Third down here. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver, that's Sammy Watkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down now. It's Williams, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play there for the Niners. 64 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Here we go. 11.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check 37. 11.
On first down, here's Breida. And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 47 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch the rip lands.
On first down, Mahomes dancing to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go, here we go. Check, 53. 21. Here we go. Check.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Mostert, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Then the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know. Yeah,
in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. How does... The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now Mahomes. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. But a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
13, 65, 55.
Smashing the movement. One is made.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
But you already knew that.
For Goodwin.
If anybody know how to get that, if anybody know how to get down on that man with you, homeboy.
All the way down to the 3. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 52 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. Mahomes now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Well, it wasn't always pretty.
Let's see. What you driving? Is it a big body? I said, is it a big body?
Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the episode, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman, when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans.
Barbosa got the virus. Yeah. No, I don't fuck around. I don't know what are we doing.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Like
and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What the hell y'all doing? Can you do it in a private session, or you got to be?
Here we go.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
I think,
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25.
Yeah, I think if you take it into another one of those buildings, you never go back to the other building. You got to drive back there.
And now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like these momentum to launch another one.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
I still ain't past that Grove Street survivor either.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yeah, that motherfucker hard.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
You get a chance to go check out those hard drives? Yeah.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. Give him a couple on the catch in 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up.
Here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long. It's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien.
Oh, he's going to quit. Let's see here.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay.
126.
Girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We go. 18 Gator. Exit. Switch to 61. Matchbox right. They go.
On first down, Tannehill. It's complete to the former Niner, Delaney Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Hey, Haywood. 5.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
22 jump bomber. 22.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's get it.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Derrick Henry.
Damn.
His tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. That's pulled in at the 32. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 42 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
This is Mostert. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The pickup there, 5 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry shedding the tackle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A 1st down carry for Henry. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill, buying time to his left. And And now he's going to use his
I
legs.
don't know,
Opted to run
I don't
for it.
know.
The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards
This
on the
that
scramble.
quarterback is running like 25 yards on me.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, exit. You know what? Mike's 54. Mike's 54. They're going to need some therapy after this. Check. Fresno. Get it.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Titans. Yeah.
And likely time for one final play here in the
about
half, so they
15
will go
yards.
for it on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
There she goes.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. Plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start.
Yeah, she's a professional,
Anytime
homeboy. You
you
might
go
want to
to
leave her
with
alone.
that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play. Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And now nothing but green. And they will score. It's a 49. To the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Don't you have to like push the menu button, go on there,
So they'll get another shot
something?
on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Tannehill on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught.
That was a hell of a pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. To throw is Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
You never talk shit to you like that, man. Do something. Damn.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Being chased out left. He made and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now gold for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Those turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Going deep for Walker. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker. 36 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied.
Oh, okay.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big pickup of 38. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another
hit him
one
with that 200
to
round.
extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Powerful running. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield, and finally brought down at the 43.
You really hurt my feelings.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Garoppolo again. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, I get it.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that is caught. Walker. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can